Let's talk about a decision that can quietly cost a retired couple thousands of dollars in retirement. It's not a risky investment and it's not a big unnecessary purchase. It's a seemingly small decision, claiming Social Security at the wrong time. For decades, the common wisdom has been to take Social Security as soon as you stop working. But that simple decision, made for short-term convenience, can lead to a lifetime of financial consequences. So what's the real problem we're talking about today? The problem is that claiming Social Security early triggers permanent compounding benefit reductions that most people never anticipate. Why is it important to know this? Because this single decision can dramatically impact your income security for the rest of your life, which, in a world of rising inflation and healthcare costs, makes understanding the repercussions of your decision all that more important to know. So how do you solve this problem? By understanding the real math behind the claiming decision and by building a strategic plan that allows you to maximize your benefits. And in this video, we are going to discuss exactly that. Let's get right into it. First, let's talk about the hidden risks of claiming early. The first step is to understand the real lifetime consequences of claiming your Social Security benefits early, the lifetime loss reality. You see, when you claim Social Security before your full retirement age, your benefit is permanently reduced. Claiming at age 62, for example, can reduce your benefit by up to 30%. That permanent reduction creates financial shortfalls that only grow larger the longer you live. This is dangerous because that reduction is permanent, like I just said. You'll never catch up no matter how long you live. This disproportionately affects women who typically live 5 to 7 years longer than men, by the way. But to make matters worse, inflation amplifies these losses over time because your annual cost of living adjustments are always based on that smaller, reduced benefit amount. These compounding effects create retirement income gaps that most people never recover from. Understanding this permanent loss is the first step toward making a more informed decision. This lifetime loss reality creates significant challenges, but the hold harmless disadvantage can compound these impacts. Now, for high net worth pre-retirees, the hold harmless provision is where a seemingly small decision can have very significant financial consequences. Now, what is the hold harmless provision? Well, it's a piece of federal law designed to protect seniors from a specific scenario. It prevents the dollar amount of their Social Security check from decreasing year over year due to an increase in their Medicare Part B premiums. For it to apply, 3 conditions have to be met. 1, you must have been entitled to Social Security benefits in both November and December of the previous year. 2, your Medicare Part B premiums for December and January have to be deducted directly from your Social Security check. And 3, and this is the most critical part of our discussion today, you must not be subject to an income-related monthly adjustment amount, most commonly known as IRMA. Why is this a trap for high-income retirees? This is where the disadvantage comes in for those who have saved diligently, right? IRMA is a surcharge that high-income beneficiaries are required to pay for their Medicare Part B and Part D premiums. The Social Security Administration determines if you're subject to IRMA based on your modified adjusted gross income. And that's from 2 years ago. So your 2025 premiums would be based on your 2023 tax returns. Now, let's connect this to a pre-retiree needing, let's say, $75,000 to $100,000 a year in retirement. This income, which often comes from a 401k portfolio withdrawal or a pension or other sources, is added to your Social Security benefit. For a single individual, this combined income will almost certainly push their modified adjusted gross income level above that initial IRMA threshold, which was just over $103,000 for 2024. For a married couple, it takes them squarely into the IRMA territory as well, because that first tier is at $206,000. This creates a double whammy for successful savers, right? First, because your income is higher, you are subject to IRMA, meaning you're already going to be paying more for the exact same Medicare coverage that the average retiree is already getting. Second, because you're subject to IRMA, you are explicitly excluded from the hold harmless provisions protection. Now, how could this impact your retirement check? Let's look at a real-world example. Imagine a year where Social Security cost of living adjustments, or COLA, is a low 1.3%. But due to rising healthcare costs, the standard Medicare Part B premium increases by 6%. For the average retiree protected by Hold Harmless, that Part B premium will only increase by the dollar amount of their COLA, so their net Social Security check will not go down. But for you, as a high-income retiree subject to IRMA, you're not protected. You have to absorb that full 6% premium increase plus your IRMA surcharges. In this scenario, your net Social Security check can and will decrease. This transforms the Social Security claiming decision from a simple break-even calculation into a complex cash flow and tax planning challenge. It reinforces that need for a comprehensive strategy that coordinates your claiming decision with your withdrawal strategy to manage your income and navigate the complex rules of both Social Security and Medicare. These risks are significant, and many people think that they can outsmart the system with a simple calculation, which kind of brings us to the next most dangerous myth in Social Security planning, the myth of the break-even calculator or analysis. Now, what is the break-even analysis myth? A traditional break-even analysis simply compares your cumulative payments to find the age where delaying your claim pays off. It seems logical, but it is actually dangerously incomplete. Now, why is this a treacherous mindset? This approach is fatally flawed for several reasons. First, it ignores the growth of your other assets, right? A proper analysis must account for the impact of drawing down your portfolio to bridge your income gap. Second, it's tax blind. It ignores how taxes on both your benefits and your other withdrawals can dramatically change the outcome of your overall financial health. And most critically for couples, it completely misses the immense value of survivor benefits, which are determined by your claiming age. This mathematical short-sightedness creates claiming decisions that can often reduce a household's total retirement wealth. A proper claiming strategy needs to be far more nuanced than a simple break-even point. So now that you understand the Social Security claiming realities, you might be feeling a little overwhelmed, and you can see how complex this decision is and how generic advice falls short. So if you want to move from uncertainty to clarity, we can help. Fill out the questionnaire in the description, and we'll send you a video analyzing your specific situation and show you how to maximize your retirement plan based on your situation. Let's move on from problems to solutions. So if claiming early is risky and the break-even analysis is just a myth, what is the smarter way forward, right? The answer is to move from a passive decision to a proactive strategy. Let's discuss the blueprint for your optimal claiming age. This is how you build a plan that maximizes your Social Security benefit. There are two approaches here. The first, building your income bridge. What is that? The core strategy here is to create a temporary planned income bridge. That's a dedicated income stream that you create from your own assets for a specific period. For example, from age 62 to 70, to allow your actual Social Security benefits to grow. Why is this important to understand? This is the single most powerful investment that you can make in your retirement. Each year that you're delaying claiming your Social Security benefits, it increases your benefits by 7 to 8%. That's a guaranteed inflation-protected return. How do you implement this approach? You build this bridge by using your other assets, right? That could mean using strategic, tax-efficient withdrawals from your other retirement accounts, income from a part-time job, or even home equity strategies. This approach transforms Social Security from just monthly income to a powerful retirement tool. The second approach, spousal maximization. For married couples, this is a coordinated household strategy. A common and powerful approach is for the lower earning spouse to claim earlier for the cash flow, while the higher earning spouse delays their claim as long as possible, usually until age 70. This strategy is fundamentally about providing lifelong income protection for the household and the surviving spouse. The higher earner's delayed benefit becomes the survivor's benefit, protecting the spouse who lives longer. This is crucial because women typically outlive men by 5 to 7 years. Now, how do you implement this approach? Proper coordination can increase a household's lifetime benefits by $50,000 to $100,000 in many cases. It transforms Social Security from a set of individual benefits into a true family security. So we just covered some powerful strategies in theory, but let's see how they come together in a real-world scenario. Meet Mark and Linda. They're both age 62. Their original plan was the default for many people, right? They're just going to both stop working and then immediately claim their Social Security benefits, taking advantage of some guaranteed income right into retirement. Our analysis showed that this approach was suboptimal, so we built a new plan. But to see the difference, we needed to compare the two distinct scenarios. First, let's establish a few key numbers for Mark and Linda. Again, both are age 62. Full retirement age for both of them is age 67, and their benefits at full retirement age, for Mark's, it would be $2,800 a month, and for Linda, it would be $1,500 a month. For longevity assumptions reflecting the average life expectancies, let's assume Mark lives to 86 years old and Linda lives to be age 91. A quick note, for simplicity, these calculations are going to ignore the cost of living adjustments, or COLA, but it's important to note that if we included COLA, it would make the benefit of delaying even greater, okay? So scenario A, the common approach, right? In this scenario, both Mark and Linda retire together and claim their benefits as early as possible, like they had planned. Because of this, they both received a reduced monthly benefit. Mark's benefit is reduced by 30%. $2,800 times 0.7 is $1,960 a month. Linda's benefit is also reduced by 30%. So instead of $1,500 a month, she gets $1,050 a month. Their total household guaranteed income from Social Security while they're both still alive, the $1,960 plus the $1,050 a month, which is $3,010 a month combined. The survivor benefit, if Mark passes away first, that means Linda will receive $1,960 a month, which is the higher of the two checks. So their total lifetime calculation from ages 62 to 86, which is 24 years of them claiming together, that's $3,010 a month times 12 months for 24 years, $866,880. From 86 to 91, which is an extra 5 years for Linda, she gets $1,960 a month times 12 times 5, which is $117,000. That puts their total lifetime household benefit at $984,480. Now, let's go through scenario B, the strategic approach. In this scenario, we implement the spousal maximization approach that we discussed. Their coordinated monthly benefits, Linda is still going to claim her reduced benefit at age 62, which again is $1,050 a month. Mark delays his claim until age 70. His benefit increases by 24%, 8% per year for 3 years past full retirement age. Now, Mark's maximized benefit at age 70 is $2,800 a month times 1.24, which equals $3,472 per month. Now, if Mark passes away first at age 86, or any point after age 70, really, Linda's survivor benefit will be Mark's maximized amount, $3,472 a month. This is the key to the strategy. Now, let's take a look at their total lifetime calculation. From ages 62 to 70, for 8 years, Linda alone will claim $1,050 a month, times 12 times 8 is $100,800. From ages 70 to 86, so 16 years that they claim together, it's going to be $1,050 plus the $3,472 a month times 12 times 16, which is $868,224. And then the 5 years for Linda after, she gets that survivor's benefit of $3,472 a month times 12 times 5, which is over $208,000. Mark and Linda's total lifetime household benefit, $1,177,344. So again, the results, strategic plan B, total household benefit, we just said $1.177 million. In the common plan, total household benefit, $984,000. The difference, over $192,860. As you can see, by implementing a coordinated strategy, Mark and Linda's total lifetime household benefit is projected to be over $192,000 higher than if they had followed a common conventional approach. So, with that said, what is your ideal blueprint? It's important to take a methodical approach and process for determining your personal optimal claiming strategy. Why? Because it transforms Social Security from a confusing government benefit into a strategic retirement asset that you control. How do you do it? Conducting a comprehensive claiming analysis that incorporates your health history, family longevity, and financial resources. Calculate your specific benefit amounts at different ages to provide clarity. And most importantly, identify any alternative income sources to make an optimal claiming decision. Now that you understand the mathematical reality behind Social Security claiming, you can make more informed decisions about your overall retirement strategy, one that maximizes your lifetime income and provides the security you deserve. If you want to discover how to optimize your entire retirement plan based on your unique situation, fill out the questionnaire in the description. We'll send you a video analyzing your specific circumstances and show you how to create a comprehensive retirement strategy that balances your immediate needs with long-term financial security. Thanks for your time. Till next time, take care.